Now there's still active snow on the western slope, so eventually today we'll get a little bit more thawing locally, but we're actually looking at additional accumulation from Grand Junction back through Aspen and at least into Vail and Glenwood Springs. Now where that's a problem is the avalanche danger on the western slope from Telluride up to the mountains south of Grand Junction, and then from Aspen and around Vail. You've got a lot of high country areas, a lot of mountains that are definitely going to be looking at some avalanche concerns. Now, when we get a little bit more into the weather headlines, what's happening here? Well, just kind of a slow thaw out getting into time. We are going to be dealing with a little bit of melt and compaction. So if you're kind of like me and around some of your own little stoops and in front of the garage door, maybe you didn't shovel as well, it's going to compact and get a little icy if you don't take care of it today. That would be my recommendation, especially as we get into the end of the week. We'll get more warmth, but then it'll thaw out and be melting on the ground, turn to ice overnight. I think Friday looks really nice. The Continental Divide will get some snow Friday, and maybe in the evening, just a couple flurries bounce out to the Pikes Peak region. But temperatures so far look pretty stellar. We're in the 20s for most of the interstate. We have teens from Woodland Park to Monument, Denver, more 20s in the plains, and about 15 back into Westcliff. Now we take this morning and we look at today, and things are in pretty good shape. 40s and 30s along I-25 with more 30s across the eastern plains, and we've got about 42 in Canyon City. So most of us can get a little snow melt today, but the cloud cover will make it a little bit more challenging to do so. I wanted to jump into the Super 7-Day. Usually when we get to our 7-day, there's some sort of day we like to analyze and break out, but there is not a whole lot coming up that's all that special. Again, Friday, I was seeing kind of a little flurry chance out there across like Pikes Peak and Monument, but really most of the Springs is dry, and if we did see that flurry Friday evening, I just don't think it would do anything. So really, we plan on this nicer extended forecast with temperatures that are very normal for this time of year, mid-40s in the Springs, whereas Pueblo kind of hang around 50 for a normal temperature through the weekend. I do think Friday is probably the warmest day of the week, so that's a lovely way to end the first full Friday here of 2023, and we keep it kind of mild through Monday. No rain, no snow that I can see for Canyon City. It's just kind of an extended forecast of a lot of 40s, and then in Woodland Park, we're going to be breezy with some 40s on Thursday, and we'll get some 30s to kick around through the weekend.